Welcome back. I hope your holidays were restful and you're recharged and ready for the second semester. I want to share something with you that I received before the holidays. I'm going to read it to you. Dinner guests were sitting around the table discussing life. One man, a CEO, decided to explain the problem with education. He argued, what's a kid going to learn from someone who decided his best option in life was to become a teacher? He reminded the other dinner guests what they say about teachers: those who can do, those who can't teach. To stress his point, he said to another guest, Bonnie, you're a teacher. Be honest. What do you make? Bonnie, who had a reputation for honesty and frankness, replied, you want to know what I make? And she paused for a second and then she began. Well, I make kids work harder than they ever thought they could. I make a C+ feel like the Congressional Medal of Honor winner. I make kids sit through 40 minutes of class time when their parents can't make them sit for 5 minutes without an iPod, a game, or a movie rental. You want to know what I make? She paused again and looked at each and every person at the table. I make kids wonder. I make them question. I make them apologize and mean it. I make them have respect and take responsibility for their actions. I teach them to write and I make them write. Keyboarding isn't everything. I make them read and read and read some more. I make them show all their work at math. They use their God-given brain, not the man-made calculator. I make my students from other countries learn everything that they need to know about English while preserving their unique cultural identity. I make my classroom a place where all my students feel safe. I make my students stand, placing their hand over their heart to say the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag, one nation under God, because we live in the United States of America. And finally, I make them understand that if they use the gifts they were given, work hard, follow their hearts, they can succeed in life. Bonnie paused one last time and then continued. Then, when people try to judge me by what I make, with me knowing that money isn't everything, I can hold my head up high and pay no attention because they're ignorant. You want to know what I make? I make a difference. What do you make, Mr. CEO? And Mr. CEO's jaw dropped and he went silent. And I want to tell each and every one of you that no matter what your position is with the district, you make a difference in students' lives on a daily basis. You may be the only one that offers them a smile. You may be the only one that offers them a word of encouragement or praise during their day. So thank you for what you do. You make Modesto City Schools a great place.